Ever wondered how that phone in your hand or the food on your table gets to you? Over 80% of global trade travels by sea. But the shipping industry, the lifeblood of our economy, is navigating treacherous new waters. The culprit, climate change. Today, we're going deep into how our changing planet is radically transforming the world of shipping from the open ocean to bustling ports. Imagine you're on the bridge of the MV Blue Horizon, a massive Cape-sized bulk carrier. She's hauling iron ore from Australia to Canada, a journey that used to be routine. But not anymore. The ship's master is reviewing a new kind of briefing, a climate risk report. It warns of more frequent and intense Pacific cyclones, longer typhoon seasons, and dangerous heat waves. 20 years ago, rerouting mid-voyage was rare. Today, it's the new normal. On the bridge, the second officer points to the screen. The satellite overlay shows sea surface temperatures are a full 2 degrees Celsius above the historical average. The chief mate knows what this means. Warmer water is like fuel for cyclones, making them stronger and more unpredictable. The weather routing software confirms their fears, showing 3 major storm corridors directly on their planned Great Circle route. A southern diversion is suggested. It will add 300 nautical miles to their journey, burning more fuel and time, but it's the only safe option. The master gives the order. Safety always takes priority. Climate change isn't a distant threat. It's actively reshaping their voyage right now. The impacts are undeniable. They're seeing stronger storms, cyclones that intensify with terrifying speed, higher average wave heights, and shifting wind patterns. The once reliable weather windows for safe passage are becoming a thing of the past. In response, the crew takes immediate action. The route is altered, speed is reduced, ballast is optimized for stability, and all cargo lashings are double-checked. An extra watch is posted on the bridge, and down in the engine room, the chief engineer's team keeps a close eye on cooling systems, which are working overtime in the unusually warm sea water. Thanks to their quick thinking and modern technology, the Blue Horizon skirts the worst of the storm. They encounter heavy seas, but the vessel remains stable, and the cargo is undamaged. This is the reality of modern seamanship, a constant battle against a climate in flux. The journey's end doesn't mean the challenges are over. When the Blue Horizon arrives at the port of Vancouver to discharge its iron ore, a new set of climate-driven problems awaits. The city is gripped by an extreme heat wave, wildfire smoke from nearby forests is reducing visibility, and the port is on high alert. During cargo operations, the afternoon temperature soars to 38 degrees Celsius. The deck plates are scorching. The bosun reports to the chief mate that the crew is showing signs of fatigue and heat stress. At the same time, the bridge gets a warning. A powerful thunderstorm is forming rapidly in the unstable, hot air mass and heading their way. The master doesn't hesitate. He immediately orders a reduced work-to-rest ratio and ensures extra water is distributed. All heavy lifting operations are to be suspended as soon as the storm arrives. A call comes in from the terminal representative confirming the Port Authority has issued a formal heat advisory. This isn't just a hot day, it's a systemic operational risk. The impacts in port are just as severe as those at sea. More frequent heat waves, stronger and more sudden storms, and even rising sea levels that can affect the clearance under the ship at berth. Operations are shifted to the cooler early morning and evening hours, and mooring lines are constantly monitored for the approaching storm. Because of these measures, there are no heat-related injuries, and operations resume safely once the storm passes. So why does all this matter? For shipping companies, climate change means longer routes, which leads to higher fuel consumption and increased emissions. It means a greater risk of accidents, which can have devastating environmental and financial consequences. It means increased maintenance costs as machinery is pushed to its limits, and most importantly, it means greater fatigue and risk for the seafarers who spend months away from home, ensuring goods get where they need to go. Every role on board is impacted. The master makes the final strategic decisions. The chief mate ensures the ship's stability and cargo safety. The second officer is now a climate analyst, constantly monitoring weather data. The chief engineer battles to keep the engines cool, and the bosun protects the deck crew from new environmental hazards. It's a team effort, where understanding climate trends is as critical as knowing how to navigate. This new reality requires a new level of preparedness. That's where tools like a climate risk assessment come in. Think of it as a pre-flight check for a sea voyage. Before leaving port, the officers identify potential climate hazards for their specific route. Will there be a risk of extreme heat? Is the vessel likely to encounter stronger than usual storms? Could high seawater temperatures affect the engine? Each hazard is then evaluated for its likelihood and severity, generating a risk rating. Based on this, specific control measures are put in place. These aren't just tick-box exercises. They are vital actions that save lives and protect the vessel. For example, if stronger storms are likely, the control measure is to use advanced weather routing and be prepared to alter course, the person responsible, the master. If extreme heat is the hazard, the control is to implement a heat stress plan with hydration and adjusted work hours managed by the chief mate. These actions are documented, creating a clear plan that everyone on board understands. This structured approach isn't just good practice. It's essential for complying with international regulations. Rules from bodies like the International Maritime Organization, under regulations like SOLAS, the ISM Code, and the MLC, all demand that ships and their companies proactively manage these risks. Port State Control officers who board the vessel can check these records to verify that the ship is being operated safely and in compliance with the highest standards of crew welfare and environmental protection. This template directly links hazards to actions. For navigation, it's climate-informed routing. For cargo operations, it's heat adaptation plans. For machinery, it's enhanced cooling system monitoring. And for the crew, it's all about hydration, rest, and awareness. Every department has a role to play. The key lessons are clear: climate change is not a future problem. It is impacting shipping operations today. Traditional routes that were safe for generations can no longer be guaranteed. Seamanship must now be blended with climate science, and technology like satellite overlays and predictive modeling are no longer luxuries, but necessities. Above all, the welfare of the crew, the men and women on the front lines of this global challenge, is more critical than ever. The shipping industry is adapting, innovating, and rising to the challenge. By integrating climate science into daily operations, leveraging technology, and prioritizing the safety and well-being of their crews, seafarers are ensuring the world's supply chain remains resilient in the face of a changing planet. The next time you see a container ship on the horizon, remember the complex, climate-aware decisions being made on its bridge to navigate the new realities of our ocean. Thank you for watching. If you found this insightful, please like, subscribe, and follow for more content on the future of maritime operations.